Welcome back, guys. It's Melissa here. I'm going to show you some cool Pinterest tricks today. I'm going to make it a quick one. If you're new here, my name is Melissa Mitchell. I own a marketing agency and I also have a B2C product where I've monetized my own brand and built a business on its own accord from that. So I have my marketing agency and I build brands for other businesses. And as I said, I've also monetized my own brand. So one of the ways that I've done that, I'm going to put this on because I can't see, got my headphones in because I can't hear, is I have used Pinterest, particularly to build my own brand. So I'm going to share the screen and I'm just going to show you, make this a quick one. Now, one of the ways I've done that, and you can do this as well, is by using Pinterest. It is free and excuse my tabs there. And it is really easy to do. You just got to know how to use it. So I have now, I'm just going to show you. Obviously, I'm not showing you any clients. I'm showing you mine. I use Pinterest a couple of different ways. This is all organic. I'm not currently running any ads, although I have in the past, and Pinterest is a really cheap, inexpensive way to advertise. Just move me out of the way there. I've set up a couple of different Pinterest accounts. The one that you're seeing here is an account called All Things Digital. It's not my main account. It's an account that I use to drive traffic to a digital store. So through my personal brand, I have my own Melissa Mitchell personal brand that's monetized. I get paid by Facebook. I'm now monetized on YouTube. I've got some digital products and some courses. But separate to that, I also have some digital products that don't have my name on there. So people don't know it's me. They're just low-end products, it's not something I put a huge amount of time in, but I do make money off ebooks that perhaps and Canva templates and that sort of thing. So these are things like LinkedIn ebooks on, building a presence on certain platforms, Canva templates so people can buy templates on Facebook group games. So, like if someone was a network marketer and they want to build up their Facebook groups with engagement games or, those sorts of things. So there's probably about 70 different products in this online store. So one way I thought about doing that, because obviously this brand doesn't have my name about it, how am I going to get traffic out there without spending money on ads? Great, Pinterest, and anyone can do this. Now, this is some traffic here that you can see from this account. And I'll show you the content that's been pinned on there currently. I've just gone in. This is for the last 30 days. This is all organic. Impressions, engagements, outbound clicks, saves, total audience, and engaged audience. So the only thing that gets pinned to this is social media memes. That's it. What I'm about to do soon is, what's good about this account is because I get so much traffic to it. I mean, it's not the best traffic in the world. I mean, some people are getting like 1 million organic hits to their account a month, but considering I don't have to, put my own videos or anything on there, I'm just posting social media memes to it, and getting around 130,000 organic impressions to it a month. I thought then, okay, great, I might leverage this. And then when I'm just in the process of my Melissa Mitchell brand, which is Melissa Mitchell Social Co., bringing out some higher end courses. So they're anywhere from $47, maybe up to $500. What I could start doing, because I've got the traffic on this, and these products could be anywhere from $3 to $10, $20, $40, $50, etc., is start integrating some of those bigger products from my Melissa Mitchell Social Co. into this, because I'm already getting the traffic. So you can think about Pinterest and how you can leverage it. Once you've kind of established some traffic, you could then leverage it to start building, bringing other things into it. And what's really good about Pinterest is, unlike other social media platforms, Pinterest doesn't mind, and it is built for this reason, for you to take your audience off the platform to an external link. Facebook doesn't like it when you do that. LinkedIn doesn't like it when you do that. Instagram doesn't like it. TikTok doesn't like it when you do that. Hence why TikTok has TikTok Shop, because it wants you to stay within the platform. Instagram and Meta, sorry, that is Meta. Facebook and Instagram, they want you that, they're starting to build, soon they'll have the Meta Shop. I don't know what it's going to be called, whether it's going to be called the Meta Shop, so don't take my word for that. But, they're now aligning with Shopify, where they want its users to do everything within Meta, which is hence, why the metaverse came about. They just want everything within Meta. Platforms don't want you to leave their platform because they don't make any money when you leave the platform. Pinterest, however, you can add a pin, you can have an external link, and you don't get punished for that. So it's a no-brainer. Why would you not use it? It's crazy. Why would you not use it? If you want to go one step further, you can use software called Tailwind, or you can just schedule within Pinterest, or you can schedule within Canva and create your pins. I'll show you some of the content now. I do have a team member who does create pins for me. That's not because you can't manage this yourself. It's just that I already have a business. I've got a business. I'm busy. So she is doing this for me. So she just creates these memes for me. And then you can see that every now and then I do put my products in there. However, all these pins do go back to my products anyway. They all link back. Now, I'm not getting huge amounts of traffic. And these aren't daily, but I'll show you what I'm doing within Tailwind. Then I am putting my own pins, because I am occasionally putting some of my own pins to build my channels further. But like, for example, she'll just go on and we use ChatGPT to help us with the memes, me explaining to my mum how I run my business online. And then if you click on that, it'll just go through. 6 people have saved it. Oops. Sorry. Got the sounds there. And if you click through to that, it'll just go through to the store. Yeah, that's it. That's it. So I do occasionally put some of my, even though it's not a brand that's built around me, I do occasionally put some of my own pins in there because, why not? The traffic's working well. So Tailwind is the other software. Now, I do use this for my own personal brand and for the account that you just saw, because I do have another Pinterest account. Now, I have paid for this software. I think I pay about $300 or $200 a year. I can't remember. And I connect both accounts. You don't have to pay that much. It's just that I've got multiple Pinterest accounts. And then literally every time I make a video, I go into drafts and I upload that video multiple times. So you can see I've uploaded that video multiple times. So I bulk upload it. So I can upload this 3 or 4 times a month onto 10 or 20 or 30 different boards. And I've got the whole year done, if that makes sense. So that's how I'm able to do so many pins. So ideally, see that? Because I'm about to do an Airbnb bundle for my store. See that? So that's how you can upload so many pins. So ideally, if you can do, it sounds like a lot, 30 pins a day on each of your Pinterest accounts. It sounds like a lot, but all that really is 10 pins to 3 boards. So if you put together a list, of 3 lists with 10 boards on each, and then pin the same pin to those 3 lists. So technically the same pin's going out 30 times, but just to 30 different boards, but you're just grouping the list, if that makes sense. That's why I've got so many, because the same pin is going out. You're just putting it on different dates, but you're doing it a bulk. And then you're just picking different dates. So it sounds confusing, but it's really not. And you can do 30 a day. But it's really, really easy to do 30 pins a day this way. So literally I go in and I can go tick, 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 bulk edit schedule. I copy and paste and I use AI to get well, this one's already been done. I just haven't scheduled it out. Pin destination. See that? It's already got, see, that's what I was talking about, the list of the boards. Boom, there's 10 pins already on one board. I just pick the date. Now, if I wanted to do this one again, I would copy this information, right? So copy and paste this, copy and paste the link, right? Sorry, put these headphones in. Just pick a different board. That's a Facebook. I can post it to a Facebook page as well, but I'm not. Saved board lists. So if I want a different board list, at the moment I've only got one Airbnb list, but let's say I set up a second Airbnb list. Now I've got a second Airbnb list. So now I've got 20 pins. Set up a third Airbnb list. Now I've got 30 pins going, and that's how you do 30 pins a day. And I'm literally just copying and pasting that. That's it. That's in addition. That's not how I'm getting all that traffic over there that you just saw. That's in addition. So it's really super easy. That's two different ways to, two different Pinterest strategies there that you can do. You can have multiple Pinterest accounts, just have different Pinterest email addresses, and it's just free. And if you ever do want to run ads are so cheap. You can run and you can run them for $1 a day, $2 a day, $3 a day, and get far more traffic than Meta. And I know on Meta you don't get punished with ads for taking people off a platform into a link, because that's the whole idea of a Meta ad. But organically, you don't get punished for taking people off the platform. So it's just brilliant. It's just a win-win situation. As I said, like, you saw my organic traffic. That's just one account that I've got. Yes, I do have someone to help me with that, but I didn't in the beginning. And I've only got that now because I own a marketing agency. So I'm able to, have someone there from the marketing agency to help me. But I didn't in the beginning. I just started it with memes. So if you own a gym, you could have fitness memes. If you own a, I don't know, a food or cooking shop, you could just have cooking memes. Everyone goes there to look for those sorts of things. It doesn't have to be memes. There's just one style to do. Or if that's not your thing and you don't want to create that, just every time you make a video, get something like Tailwind, upload your pins into it. The other thing that Tailwind does, if you don't want to create the videos, is you can create an image in Canva and then put it into Tailwind. Tailwind will multiply that image for you. So you click a button and it will give you 30 different variations of that image for you if you want, and you pick the ones that you want. Or you can upload a blog into Tailwind and Tailwind will change the image for you as well. So it'll pick an image from the blog for you and design a cover for you as well. So it will do that too. I don't overly like the designs that it brings up, and because I've got a marketing agency, I've got a design person in there anyway, so I can just use them. But if you are stuck for resources, it will do that for you as well. So yeah, there's just two strategies to bring some extra traffic to your store. Hopefully that was helpful. Don't forget to like, follow, subscribe for more. Check out the description. I've got a ton more resources. Click on the link, follow me on my other channels. And of course, check out that link there. There's some other resources on there. There's a free GPT that I wrote that you can use in ChatGPT to help you with the content creation. There's some faceless marketing help in my bio that can help use some faceless. There's some software there that can help create some faceless marketing videos for you. There's resources there that'll help you write ebooks. There's a ton of different resources, so make sure you go check it out. See you guys next time. Bye.